Hi, Garrett. Thank you so much for taking the time out of your busy day to speak to us.
Yeah.
So happy to get the chance to have you on today. So these are exciting times for the Eureka community, so we'd like to take the time to get to know a little bit better. So to start, could you tell us a little bit about how you first got into racing?
Yeah, so from a young age, I was always like a big race fan. My dad was a huge fan, and since 3, 4 years old, I remember going to church on Sundays and heading back home to watch NASCAR on TV. So I was always into it. I didn't get into it as a driver till I was 15 years old. I found a local racing series in Atlanta, and started racing Bandoleros and Legend cars, which are kind of like go-karts with bodies. And from there, got a chance to be a driving instructor at the Petty Driving Experience, and that got me to North Carolina. Which, if you want to work in NASCAR, that's where you got to go. And through there, just made the right connections and found the right sponsors and worked my way up. And I've been in NASCAR since 2015 now, so it's been quite a journey.
Awesome. And I did see that you were actually 2008 Rookie of the Year.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
So
That's to this day, that's probably one of my biggest accomplishments, one of my favorite accomplishments, because that year was the first year that I had ever sat in a race car ever. A lot of guys that I was racing with came from go-karts, since they're 5 years old. I actually got a late start at 15, which is crazy to think that racing at 15 years old was a late start, but I was racing guys the same age as me that had 10 years racing experience on me. So yeah, that was definitely a big accomplishment. Won a lot of championships there, and I'm sitting just over 200 NASCAR starts, which again is another huge accomplishment because, growing up, that was my dream to be a NASCAR driver, and now to sit here and have all these starts, it's pretty wild.
yeah, and you made your dreams come true, eh?
It's yeah, pretty much. So it's not, I haven't slowed down yet. There's still big goals on the horizon, but yeah, it's definitely crazy to look back at and think, wow, this is my life now.
Yeah, that's amazing. So what are your goals for the future then?
Yeah, so I'm with a small team right now, Rickwear Racing, and we're just trying to kind of scratch and claw. Where I always think of the NASCAR Cup Series in three tiers. You have your first tier, your A class, which are the guys that are going for wins every week. You have your B class, which are kind of like mid rows, and you have your C class, the guys that are kind of new, the teams that don't have the funding. In NASCAR, it's all about funding. It's all about who's got the best motor and the most tires and the most the best equipment, basically. So we're definitely up against a big challenge, a big road. But yeah, so short term, just growing our team to from kind of that C class to B class, and then personally, I want to win races in NASCAR. I want to win championships, and ultimately, I want to get to the Hall of Fame. That's my end goal.
It sounds like you're on the right track then, eh?
Yep, yep.
Um,
Working every day.
so going into your NFT drop that's coming this Friday. So what drove you to get into the world of NFTs?
Yeah, so me and Chris with Seed, we did a first time sponsorship at Atlanta Motor Speedway with Seed and with the stuff that he's got going on, and he kind of educated me quite a bit on the blockchain and some of the crazy stuff that's going on in the crypto world. um, he's uh, he's been awesome. We met through a mutual friend, and we went to I actually ended up just being in town where he's at, just kind of randomly with another sponsor, and I texted him. I said, hey, how about we grab lunch? We had lunch, hit it off immediately, and within probably about a week, we were like, hey, let's do this thing. So we had a really successful first event there at Atlanta Speedway with him just a few weeks ago, and then he came to me with this the NFT stuff, which I had kind of been paying attention a little bit. I'm big in with trading cards. I've got these real world trading cards that that I've been a part of for, since my rookie season. But with the NFTs, it just kind of opened up another, whole nother avenue, a whole nother market, and one that I really wanted to understand and get to know. And to my knowledge, this NFT drop is going to be the first of its kind as far as NASCAR goes, and yeah, really looking forward to it. I'm still very green in the whole space, so I'm excited to learn a little bit more about the whole process and how it works. But it's definitely exciting, and it's kind of a whole new thing, and I think it's got a lot of potential, especially with NASCAR and what we have going on, because there's so much potential with it.
Yeah. So do you think that NFTs are going to have a big impact on the sports industry going forward?
I think so. I mean, I think already I'm not gonna say flipped it upside down, but I mean, making big waves. You're seeing a lot of the basketball stuff, and I think that's kind of the first thing that I saw as far as NFTs sports wise on my radar was the NBA stuff and basketball stuff, and seems like it's really taken off. And again, I think it could change a lot of things moving forward in the sports industry for sure.
About the NFT that you have in store for us?
Yeah. So what's cool with my NFT is, first of all, it's really cool visually, and our team's been working really hard on putting it together, and so I'm really excited about that. It's during the seed colors, the same car that I ran at Atlanta Speedway. So to take that real world car and put it on a NFT digitally, it's really exciting. The other cool thing is things I should say is that it comes with some really cool real world assets. So we're going to be auctioning off our NFT with a real world signed helmet by me, with VIP pit passes to come to one of my races and hang out with me, a 15-minute Zoom meeting with me. You can ask me whatever you want, hang out, whatever, and then and some driving gloves that I have worn in a race. So it comes with some cool real world assets, along with the fact that this is, to my knowledge, like I said, the first NFT, in the NASCAR industry. So I think it's really cool that myself and Seed and Christian we're all kind of coming together and doing this. We're kind of the first on the block. So I hope it's the start of many. But yeah, I think it's gonna be really really awesome, and I'm gonna be there in person for the event, for the auction. So I know he's got a lot of cool stuff planned for I guess that's tomorrow now. So I know he's got a lot of cool stuff planned, and really looking forward to it.
Yeah, amazing. Why did you choose Eureka to partner with on your first NFT drop?
Yeah, so I've kind of let Chris kind of take the helm of that. This is his space, so he knows this more than anybody I know. So he chose Eureka. He actually messaged me and was super excited about the opportunity to partner with you guys, and he said you guys are the best in the market right now with this stuff. And he said this was a huge opportunity for all of us involved moving forward. So yeah, I mean, I trust his judgment, and it sounds like after the short amount of time I've done some research, I think we definitely made the right decision.
Amazing. Yeah, because with Eureka, with the NFTs, every NFT does get a package of proof, and it's sealed that it's been responsibly minted.
Yeah, and I mean, with everything kind of coming up with this NFT stuff, I think that is so important moving forward, with anybody involved, because I'm sure that there's a lot of people trying to capitalize on this stuff, not necessarily in the right ways. So to do it right, and to have that, I think that's really important.
Amazing. So, how can your fans get their hands on one of these NFTs?
Yeah, so we are, like I said, we're doing the auction tomorrow. I know that there's there's a lot of stuff on social media about it, so I would say follow at the Seed Token One. I think that's going to be a really good avenue moving forward. to kind of look at is this isn't going to be the first one, or the only one. I should say this is the first one. This isn't going to be the only one. Check out the seed token, and I'm assuming if you check out Eureka on Twitter, I'm sure there's going to be some information on there. And then I'm always retweeting stuff moving forward. So I'm on Twitter at Garrett Smithley. Tomorrow is the event. I don't know when this is going to air, but or post.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah. I think we're gonna work on getting it out today. But yeah.
okay.
Yeah. Feel free to say anything else.
Yeah. So tomorrow, Friday, July 23rd is the live auction. I know that that Seed has partnered with not only myself, but championship boxer Trevor Bryan, and he's dropping his NFT at the same time. So it's really exciting. So check out. Like I said, I think for me, just looking at it, I think that Twitter is the right way to go at the Seed Token One. Check it out. It's you're gonna be first to be a part of this deal, and it's gonna be exciting.
So Garrett, can you tell us a fun fact about yourself that your fans might not know?
If you've been following me for a long time, you'll know this, but I actually come from a theater background. I was in chorus. I did theater and musical theater for years. Probably. I mean, my first show was I was like 4 years old in preschool. So I've been doing that kind of stuff for a long time. And to be honest with you, when I got put back in theater in high school, anything that I took away from high school, theater was the biggest that I use pretty much every day. Stuff like this, interviews. I've been a keynote speaker. I've done public speaking, national interviews, radio interviews, things like that. So that's kind of why I've always been, comfortable in front of the crowds. And so I know that my longtime fans know that, but I know anybody new. I know we've kind of grown our following quite a bit over the past, especially over the past. Even with Seed, it's been crazy seeing the community. That's one thing that I've been so impressed with this space is the community, and how everybody is so kind of in tune with it and passionate about it, and makes me excited to move forward.
Yeah, that's amazing. So what kind of plays were you in back in the day?
So my first play in high school was Alice in Wonderland.
Really?
And then what's that?
Who did you play in Alice in Wonderland?
I was the Dormouse. So I was in the teacup singing Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. So I did that. My favorite play that I was in high school, we did the Diary of Anne Frank. We actually went to one act play competition and took it all the way to state. So that was my junior year. And then the musical that we did, we always did just a play and then a musical in the summer or in the spring. So we did Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. I was Charlie, so that was my first big lead role. Yes, and then the last play that I ever did was Footloose. I was Chuck, the bad boy, which is very out of character for me, so that was a little bit of a challenge. But got to be in a lot of cool productions and did chorus throughout the whole thing as well. So did a lot of performing in my day.
Incredible. Now you're out on the racetracks.
Exactly. Yeah. It's a performance. It's a different type of performance, but we're still having a lot of fun in front of the fans.
It's amazing. Okay. Thank you so much for your time and a little bit of an insight on your life. We really appreciate it, and we're looking forward to your special NFT drop on Friday.
Yeah. Thanks for having me.
Of course. And so Friday, July 23rd, 11 p.m. EST, that is when your drop will take place. So awesome. Thanks so much.
Thanks.